Greetings from the land of OP. I am Rob the OPGamer, and I am bringing you episode number 6 of our 1.7 server play multiplayer series. Blah, blah, blah. I'm here with Xavier, for once. You've been gone for like weeks, dude. I hardly see you anymore. What's up with that?
I've been pretty sick. I am Headache Man. Behold my powers of ow, ow, fuck, ow, ow.
I guess I'll forgive you this time. And last time, because it's been 2 eps since I've seen you.
Yeah, it's definitely been a while.
Finally got you on camera. I've been promising the people that you'd show off the things you've been doing while I've been like at work and stuff. So let's do that really quick before I dive into what I'm going to be doing with the episode, which is my base, basically. What are these? I've seen these for like 3 episodes.
Well, the information that Wayla gives you says that they're Ender IO machines. But basically it's a pulverizer type machine on the left here. That's the sag mill. And then the thing on the right is basically a furnace that has 3 outputs. Or 3 inputs and 1 output.
So...
And you can also use it to make alloyed metals.
So this is kind of like the induction smelter, except for it combines more than 2 things.
Yep.
Cool. And this guy smashes things. I'm assuming this is a combination gravel smasher and sawmill, probably.
Not sure about sawmill, but it basically grinds up crap, and it uses flint as a bonus thingy that increases the output.
Bonus. They hold a lot of power.
They do.
Sweet. What's Ender IO? Is it a like I've heard of it, but.
It's another tech mod, and it's in here because it's pretty neat. Adds a whole lot of nifty things that I barely know what they do.
Sweet. Well, we'll probably do that thing where I know nothing about it and you figure out with your face and then tell me about it later.
Yep, that's pretty much what this was.
Speaking of which, what are these pipes all about?
They are pipes. They let me pipe things in the absence of TE conduits.
No shit. Why would you use these as opposed to, say, Buildcraft pipes or transfer pipes from X Utilities?
These work pretty closely to TE conduits and such.
Okay, these are only for liquid?
If you right-click on... Yeah, these specific ones are only for liquid.
If I right-click on what?
You can right-click on the faceplate things.
Oh.
It'll pop open a GUI.
Extract colors with redstone signal. Insert disabled in out. Sweet. What do those do?
They change the pipe modes. I've been standing here watching you muck about with it.
Oh god, I killed it.
And now what you do to fix it, you take your wrench and you smack the side of that center node that you want to connect to a face.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
I also noticed you can wrench them just right there, and that changes the thing as well.
Yeah. And there's one other really cool thing that this mod has with its own wrench, the Gata wrench here.
Okay.
If you shift and mouse wheel,
Hold shift.
you can change what modes that are displayed, and it can actually hide the pipes and such.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's one of the really neat display options using that wrench.
Oh, so you can only actually see what you're looking for.
Yeah, and it can, I think it's between item pipes, energy pipes, fluid pipes, and all pipes.
I'm betting that the chest-looking icon in the bottom left is item pipes, and the gray one is probably fluid pipes because those turned on when I switched to it just now. And the red one, red is pretty much universally synonymous with energy power stuff, so I would assume that would be the power stuff. And the last one's probably all pipes, except for these didn't come back.
It might be all of them invisible.
Now, cool. Wait, I'm gonna see how to make it. Is it complicated? Basic gear and some iron? No.
Not terribly.
Sweet. Cool, and these can automatically do shit similar. This one's, I noticed that these are pressurized,
Yeah.
and that in NEI some of them are not pressurized. If I just look up, what are these called? Fluid conduit. So if I look at conduit, whoop, or I can turn NEI off. Conduit. Like this guy's pressurized, and this guy's not pressurized. He just has fluid conduit. So what's the deal with that?
The regular fluid conduit uses actual physics to determine the flow of fluids. So basically it'll flow downhill.
Okay.
And the other one doesn't. It works more like standard pipes and conduits.
Gotcha. Smelting binder composite, which is clay and gravel and sand. So these aren't too hard to make either, really.
No, I made the first one thinking that it would work like normal pipes, and it didn't. So then I went and made these, and that's when I needed to actually get the alloy smelter and sag mill stuff going.
Gotcha. Because I set up this power system here, and then the next episode these were there. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Sweet. So let's go look at the magic room. I don't want to spend a ton of time doing that thing where episodes happen and I come back and show off a full episode of shit that you did.
Yep.
All this episode has to have some content to it, because basically I'm just going to go work on my cube of a base. I'm like, I'm going to build a castle, here's a box. So here's a bunch of shit.
Well, yeah. Right here is the Thaumcraft corner.
Yeah, that's
There's
pretty
actually
obvious.
a node right here.
Really?
Yeah, right in these random dirts here.
Hey, there is. I'm going to pretend you did that on purpose, just for the benefit of your doubt.
It did work out that way. I did see that and was thinking over here I'd want some magic stuff to be opposite of the tech stuff.
Yeah. That's cool. And here's a blood altar.
Yep. Basic blood altar. It's only tier 2. Nothing fancy.
You showed me how to do this shit in our Agrarian Skies run, but that was like 6 months ago at this point, and I barely remember.
Well, it's just a bunch of crafting recipes, really, and then standing here and bleeding all over this.
Yeah. I remember the basic premise.
Yep.
Blood alchemy sets.
Yeah. Oh, and I can show you another thing
Water
from Ender.io
tank.
that's pretty neat.
Okay.
You just jump outside right here. Right here we have a reservoir,
Whoa.
and that thing works. It's a 2x2 thing, but it works like an infinite water source, but it has the capacity, I think, for 8 buckets worth of fluid.
Wow.
And you can set it to auto output.
Damn. How do you make those?
Yeah.
I want to look at those. Reservoir? Reserve. There we go. Sweet. So that's just a bunch of glass of any kind, and 2 fused quartz glass, and a crucible. Sweet. That's not complicated. That's a lot cheaper than making just an autonomous activator if you don't have like a bunch of shit laying around for it. That's kind of cool.
Yep.
I might do something with that later, like when I make a farm or something.
Yeah, and I have it auto outputting to this tank here for easy access for water for potions.
Sweet. I like it. Whoa! What the fuck was that?
That was a mana spreader spreading some mana to the mana pool.
Mana pool!
This is a mod we haven't messed with yet.
Do you want to talk about it yet, or
It's
are you still
Britannia.
working on things?
I have a basic stuff going. That's what this entire setup here is. Really quite basic.
I looked at this last episode, I was like, ooh, particles.
Yeah.
Swoosh!
So this thing's getting its mana from the flowers outside.
Oh.
There's 2 types of flowers out here. The one that's all over the place here is called the Day Bloom. It generates mana when it's light out. Think solar panels.
Okay.
And these other flowers here, the Endo Flames, they generate mana when you drop a fuel item near them.
So like charcoal or
I
something?
don't happen to have any nearby. Yeah, they'll consume it and start generating mana. And they'll auto-magically send it to... They'll send it to the mana spreader, which will then send it to the mana pool.
Except you picked it up.
Yeah.
Wow!
I see one of them has red particles.
Nom 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 nom. Foosh! Sweet.
And it's fooshing more often now.
It is fooshing more often. All that green throw up mana. Bleh. Nice. So you're making mana for God
Now
as
you
what?
get started with all of this. Yeah, pretty much just accumulating it for when it's actually needed for something.
God damn it.
I'm just going to disable that item. Because you just extrude items.
I do. I mess with things a lot. So, yeah, that's the thing. You can turn it back on when I go to work on my base. So you're just gathering mana for the time being? How much mana does Mana Pool hold, and how can you tell how much is in it?
There is a tool that you can use that gives you a visual indicator, just not a number indicator.
Blink.
So you take that thing and then right-click on it. It'll update its status.
Oh, there's like a little gauge.
Yep.
Cool beans. And you can, holding this, you can see these are linked. Awesome.
Yep. And if you mouse over the flowers outside, you'll see that those are linked to the mana spreader.
Oh, does this thing also link things?
Yes, it has a second mode. If you shift right-click, it'll change the mode of the stick you have to bind mode. It'll grow a little green leaf or something.
If I do what?
Shift right-click.
Oh. Oh, green leaf.
Yep. And that'll let you, on right-click, set things to interact with something else specifically.
Oh, I get a little indicator box showing up what I can link it to.
Yep.
Cool story, bro.
And the thing to the right here is what's used for other fancy crafting things for Britannia items. And it's fueled by mana. However, it does need to have mana shot to it from a mana spreader. Which is what this lever here is for. Throw the lever, Crunk. Yep, and then you turn it off when it's actually where it's supposed to be pointed.
I thought it was just gonna stop.
Nope.
That's funny.
So the thing that's doing that is the turntable here.
Okay.
And it actually has different modes that you can set for it. You can tell it to rotate clockwise or counterclockwise in between 5 different speeds.
Can the spreader be placed by itself?
Yes.
Awesome.
This is just a fancy setup that I figured might work for this specific situation.
Cool story. All right, and then obviously you've got some Mistcraft stuff going on over here.
Mistcraft?
Yeah. And an enchanting table.
Yep.
Sweet. The McMage begins maging.
Yep. The setup is just basic enough here to get folks started if they wanted to do some kind of magic.
Gotcha.
I don't plan on doing anything fancier than really this.
I think I told you off camera, but I was like, you would put way more work into this shared setup room than I thought you would. Like, not just the decor, but like the shit that you got around. I honestly didn't expect. Like, I was like, all I was after was that basic machine room over there. That's really it. Like,
well, there's more progression paths than just, you know, a pulverizer and a resonant cell of some sort.
oh, I know. I just, doing our own bases this time, I just figured that we just have somewhere to cook things for a while. That's really all I was going for. It could have been a smelter in the middle of the field with no walls. I probably would have been okay with it. Alright, well, I'm going to go and do base things. I noticed you made a road.
Alright.
Does this road go to where you're going to be
I did.
basing?
Yes, it does.
Ah. So, Blue Fairy's making a weird solar satellite dish or some shit over there. So, you're making stuff over
I haven't
there.
figured out what it is yet either.
That was my guess. It kind of looks like, you know what it looks like to me? Is it kind of looks like that giant heat wave power plant dish thing from SimCity 2000. When you don't want to make a fusion reactor
the
because
microwave power plant.
yeah, because the fusion reactor makes too much pollutant or whatever.
Which I find is really weird.
Yeah, me too. But still, it kind of that's what it made me think of when I look at it. Ah, bat vision. Your road doesn't go anywhere. It just stops.
That's because all I've been really been doing right here was clearing stuff.
Ah. So you're going to work in the magical forest?
Yep. The only thing I really made so far was an entrance to where I'm going to be doing mining.
Ah. That'd probably be this hole over here?
No, behind you. It's a lot more obvious than the hole.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, a minecart and everything with a crafting table on it. That's kind of cute. What, do you just push this around when you go in there?
That's the thought.
I pushed it on accident. I didn't mean to.
Yeah. So this is pretty much it so far. Just a hole down to Y12.
Ah!
And that's basically it so far.
Hey, there's bats.
And a lot of bats.
Squeak. Squeak, squeak. Wisp vs bats. Fight! This hole actually looks kind of cool, like, in a way. Like, I'm kind of looking at it and I'm going, like, this kind of almost makes me think of, like a mineshaft in WoW. Kind of almost. Sort of.
Yeah. That's actually kind of what the inspiration for the outside here was.
Yeah.
The original idea was a gold mine from Warcraft 3.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like the starting area in the human city. Oh, Warcraft 3, sorry. You like to build out of your greatwood planks.
Oh, it's a nice shade of dark wood.
Yeah. I thought this was a, like a growth lamp or something for a minute there. I didn't realize it was a mana bean.
No, I'm just hiding growth lamps in the trees.
I'm like, Jesus. The fuck?
With my pocket infusion altar.
Obviously. What's with the netherrack all over the place, by the way? I keep seeing it show up in places.
I've been using those as building guides.
Oh. Gotcha.
Yeah. They provide a good contrast to everything else here in the overworld.
They do, because it's like netherrack. What the fuck? You don't really lose sight of it very easily. Well, I do have a inspiration for my my base at this point, the castle that I want to build. I'm going to be destroying this hill eventually and kind of spreading it out. I found a picture online of what I wanted to do. Actually, you know what? I might be able to even find it again. Maybe I'll find it off camera if I need to, because I think I closed that window last night, even though I probably should have saved the picture first. I'll throw it on camera in a few minutes. Actually, I'm going to do a cut really quick and go and figure out what I want to do exactly with the base setup for the time being. So, yeah, I'll be back in a second, guys. Alright, guys, so this is basically what I'm looking to do. This is kind of like I did like a basic Minecraft image search, Minecraft castle image search, and I kind of looked through the ones that I saw, and I picked the one that I liked the most. It's kind of what I'm going to go for right here. What do you think, Xavier?
That would be awesome. I'd love to see you pull that off, because I want to explore more of that.
Yeah, so that's basically what I want to happen in this run, and I made a box, because I'm terrible. I'm so bad! Ah, fuck.
One of these things is not like the other.
One of these things is definitely not like the other. I'd like to have like a sort of a drawbridge thing going on in some fashion here. This is going to be the entrance. I only made walls to the left and right initially because I wanted to have like somewhere I could hide in during the nighttime and stuff. But I'm gonna make a drawbridge, I think, which is what this lever was all about. But I'm not gonna keep this here. So what I'm gonna do is take this out, and apparently my cable disappeared. That's weird. And I'm going to get up top, and I'm actually going to move these up here because I didn't like having a drawbridge that rose. I kind of want the thing to come downwards. That way, like, because two reasons. Number one, gates and shit and castles kind of lower, don't they? They don't raise, so you don't want to have that looking weird. And then number two is they whoops, shit. And then number two, you don't want to be running from a monster and try to get inside, and then suddenly, like, you have to wait for it to come down as opposed to wait for it to move up. So it seems like it would take longer. Kind of talked about that last episode a little bit, but that's kind of the castle that I want to go for. Something like that. It probably won't be exact, but pretty close to it. Do you want C?
Excellent. Yeah, I'm just dropping off some loot.
Well, I mean, do you want to see that happen? Is what I was getting at right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I tried the words earlier, saying I want to see that.
Yeah, I want to see that too. So we have micro parts now. Xavier was able to mess with. God damn it! I can't land. I'm so bad. I can't even Minecraft, bro. So I kind of want to hide this somehow. I haven't decided exactly how I want to hide this though. Maybe. Oh shit. Maybe I'll do. Fuck, I don't know. I need to have this on except when it's triggered, so let me go fuck around with this a minute, guys. We'll be back in a second. Alright, guys, Xavier is gone at the moment. He managed to crash the server, so he's off figuring things out, I guess. But I've gotten the server restarted, and I figured the easiest way to do this is going to be the covers. I set these up, the drawbridges, with iron bars, because I thought it looked really cool, as far as like a gate, a closing a drawbridge gate goes. So the drawbridges are upside down, and they're set up to look like everything else. So we're gonna basically just cover these bad boys up. Although apparently not like that. Let's do it this way then. I'm gonna take this out of here because apparently you can't. I guess some of these work on the edges, but some of them don't, and apparently the wireless receiver does. So I'm gonna grab this guy, and we're gonna set him here. You can see the little drawbridge raised. So that's cool. And then I'm going to put another block here. And what I'm going to do is I've got plates. Where are my plates? There's my plates. And we are going to come down here. And first thing is I'm going to put this back because that looks dumb. There we go. So that's fixed. And then I'm going to get down here. And I'm going to set this guy up to be just a floor like he was before. And then I'm going to get... We're going to dig down here a little bit. Actually, I don't even need all that. I don't even know why I did that. That was dumb. Had no purpose doing that whatsoever. But I do need to do these ones. So we'll put these two back. There we go. And I'm going to grab redneck cabling. There we go. And we're going to put these guys on top of the redneck cables. Oh wait, that's the cover. Hang on. Derp. We want the plates. There we go. And we're going to get down here. Actually, I'm going to get rid of that for a second. I need to get back into person mode because it's hard to fucking see. Thank you. And we're going to place these down on each of these. Yeah, I'm going to close that off. We're going to turn this to orange. And do the same thing here. Orange. Orange. There we go. Orange. Oh man. There we go. Plate. I guess we're digging that out of there. And that one. Oh, he's already off. And orange. There we go. So, Now we got that done. We're going to do the same thing on the other side here. Let's get this cable. We'll bring this down here. And I'm going to put that right there, I think. That'll be a good place for that. Xavier's back. Welcome back, Xavier.
I'm back.
You logged in and lagged. I can't wrench this. There we go. It's not Xavier if he doesn't break things, right? Oh wait, that's me. Although you break things too sometimes.
Yeah, I try and fix them when I do break them, though.
I'm better at breaking things than you.
Yeah.
It's kind of my thing, just breaking shit. Wrecking things up.
Wreck all the things.
Oh shit.
Did you wreck all the things?
I wrecked some things just now. I'm doing a boring thing on camera. I probably should do this off camera. That's okay though. It'll only take a second to finish up. Sweet. You have to do these one at a time, otherwise the cables kind of get in the way of placing things down like this, guys, so it'd be hard to get in here and do all those, but I guess since I get underneath it wouldn't be so bad. That's okay though. There we go. I'll be removing that in a second. I just needed to pull it down so I could close that off. There we go. So now we got all our plates in place, and we're going to come down here, down the middle of both sides, because why not? And I need to get a few more cables. Where did I put my cables? Hang on. I had to go get my cables. Alright, so get these guys down here, and we're going to put a wireless, we're going to put the transmitter down here. So we're going to set these guys to orange on both of these sides here. If I could, can you still? Nope, you can't. Figures. I don't know why they changed that. That's kind of dumb. So here we go.
What changed?
Oh, you have to right-click the for the redneck cable. You have to right-click the band in the back. You can't right-click the little square in the front in order to change its color.
Okay.
And that's been a thing for several mod packs, actually. Kind of annoys me, but that's all right. Not a big deal. All right, we'll set that to 49.99, which is what the receiver up on the very top is. Set. Oh no, it's not. I moved it. There we go. 49.99. And actually, we don't want the transmitter there. I'm a retard. We want this transmitter over here, I think. Yeah, that's how we want it. Okay, so we want the NOR gate right here. Actually, we want it the other way. So we'll put him right there, so he's always outputting. And we want the repeater, I think, right here. Except facing the other way. There we go. And we're going to set this out a few clicks. That way when we step on this, it'll raise. That wasn't a very tall raise, was it? Let me click it out again. That's way too big of a delay. Was it 4 I had a second ago? One more. Well, that's enough to get through. If you're running for monsters, that's probably enough to get through. Plus, if you're standing on it, it stays there, so... I'm actually going to set it to 4 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was that 4 clicks? I think I clicked something else. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Sweet. I have a drawbridge, dude. Or a gate. A raising and lowering gate.
Awesome.
I should say. Sweet. You should come try my gate out.
Alright. I'm just placing down a bunch of blocks. I'll head over when I'm done with this stack.
Okay. I'm just going to put a torch down here, because I don't mind leaving this uncovered. I'll put it over there so that doesn't connect to that for some reason. And I got my extra building materials in here. So I'm going to grab out some of these guys. And this will cover up the floor. You can kind of see down there that's a little bit tacky. I'll fix that later on. Basically what's going to end up happening is this is going to be my gate to my castle. And yeah, that'll be a thing. So to cover this up, put everything underneath the floor so it's not really visible. And then this guy, he can actually be covered from the bottom and the sides. So we're going to do one of these. And that's how I'm actually going to cover up the cabling as well. Where the fuck did that go? Did that fall somewhere? Oh, there it is. Ah! And of course it's getting nighttime, so I'm going to sleep on top of my castle wall. How about that?
That works.
And then I'll fall off. I didn't fall off. Oh well. Maybe next time. What do you think?
Neat.
And then you can just step on the plates and they'll raise. God damn it. Can't aim as a bat. Oh, this is just annoying.
You can't really do anything micro parts with that.
Fucking A. Do you have full hearts as a wisp? By the way, I meant to ask you.
Yes.
Fuck, I need wisp form. Wisps are fat as hell, but at least they can still fight.
Yeah.
I seem to remember not being able to get into one wide spaces as a wisp very easily.
No, you're not able to really easily.
I wonder if there's a another one wide form, like the crow. Do you think if we got to the Twilight Forest and got the raven form, we'd be good?
I think they don't have full hearts, but they have more hearts than a bat.
Sour. There we go. So we got that going on. 1, 2, 3 there. 1, 2, 3 there. 1, 2, 3, and there. What do you think?
Awesome.
Maybe I'll change this glass into all bars in the front of this thing. Maybe that'll give it more of a castle gate feel. What do you think? Instead of just sticking glass?
Maybe.
I'll have to fuck with that.
Yeah, big panes of glass definitely aren't castle-like.
No, definitely not. I just have a box and it kind of ticks me off. So, I promised everybody that I was going to work on my power system, which I spent a ton of time crafting on yesterday. As everyone can see, I've got a bunch of shit in my inventory for it, ready to go. But, yeah, instead I showed what Xavier did and I fucked with my castle gate. So, we're actually out of time. That was fun.
Well, at least you know what the plan is for next episode.
Yeah, right. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just kind of end things at that point. I don't really have any other plans for things I can do in the next few minutes, so I'm just going to go ahead and call it here. Next episode, for sure, I'm going to spend some time off camera fucking with my castle gate here. I'm going to see if I can turn this into an actual wall and then have like a little courtyard leading in front of this thing. Or maybe I'll move my gate out somewhere or just tear down this wall and back it up some. I'll probably back it up some, dig into that hill, cover up some of that ravine behind me, but that'll be a thing. Hope everybody had an OP time. Make sure to like, favorite, follow, subscribe, Hitbox, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, /Rob the OPGamer. Peace.